If your pressure washing business is struggling right now, you do not want to miss this one. So we finally have a winner for the business in a box. You guys that follow the channel, you well know we've been doing a free giveaway for about 10 days now to our 250th member. It just happened yesterday, guys. Wow, I'm happy to announce this. Drum roll, please. And the winner is Bobby Linden. Congratulations, Bobby. I'm going to have my team put that in a mail for you today. You should be receiving that in the next 3 to 5 business days or so. Today is Friday. Expect that around, I would say, Wednesday of next week. And by the way, I really appreciate you for, joining the channel, joining the membership. And, all of you guys, wow, guys, I'm so excited about what we're building, the community, the awesome community that we're building here. And by the way, we went right past 250. I think yesterday, when I checked, at the end of last evening, we were at 265. And remember, guys, every 50th, we're doing this free giveaway. So the next one's going to come at the 300 mark. We're going to be giving away a business in a box, and that's coming up in the next couple of weeks. And of course, I will announce that for you. But anyway, I wanted to thank all of you guys for joining our membership. We're creating such a unique community, and I'm really excited about that. So let's go ahead and jump into today's episode. Guys, today I'm doing a special episode for you guys because, as men, we love diagnosing things. We diagnose equipment, our trucks. Like when your truck, or your car's making a weird noise, you can diagnose it, right? You can go, oh, man, it's the timing belt. Man, I think the timing belt needs to be adjusted. Or it's making like a weird noise and you go, oh, man, I need to do something with my carburetor, or it needs a tune-up, or maybe one of the spark plugs has gone bad. Anyway, we're able to diagnose things, right? So I'm going to give you 4 system diagnostics for your business, right? For your pressure washing business. So you're able to look at it and go, oh man, yeah, this is what's going on with my business. And this is how I'm going to be able to fix it. And I got 4 things on that. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in. Number 1 on my list, I got self-development. So here's the deal. If you're not making the amount of money that you want to make and have the amount of customers that you want, it could be because of self-development. And when I say self-development, I'm speaking specifically about different skill sets that you need in order to survive in the pressure washing business. We talk about this all the time. Skill sets like finance management, people skills, networking, something I mention all the time on the channel. Now, I don't want to point you guys in a million different directions, so I want to focus you guys, to purpose you guys on SOMA, okay? SOMA is an acronym that stands for SOMA, Sales, Operations, Marketing, and Administration. When you're talking about skill sets, you got to get those 4 first. Sales, Operations, Marketing, and Administration. And I, this is something I talk a lot about on the channel. You can go back, watch a lot of my SOMA videos. But here's the deal. So let's talk about sales, okay? A lot of you guys struggle in this department. And sales, guys, when you peel back that onion, all the layers of what it is to be a good salesperson, it just comes down to talking to people. I recently saw a post on Facebook where the guy's like, hey, I'm not getting a lot of clients right now. How do I get business customers? Well, that's a real simple, very simple answer to that question. And it's this. Just go out there and talk to people. Like, in every town, USA, including my own, there's usually like a couple streets, main streets, where all of the businesses, small businesses will be. Guys, just go up there and talk to people. Take your card. Present yourself. And of course, we talked about this in a previous episode. Image is king. You don't want to go out there and look like a slob. Make sure you're presentable. Make sure you are wearing a professional uniform. Walk up to people and just present yourself. And you say, hey, my name is John. I do power washing. If you guys ever need that service, give me a call. If you do this, I would say, let's say 100 times a month, you go out there and you talk to residential customers and commercial customers. So that's 200 sales pitches per month. Guys, that's not that much. By the end of the year, within a calendar year, you're going to be a pro. You're going to feel super comfortable. Again, you just walk into that business and you ask for the manager. A great tip that I'm going to give you guys is it's really, really simple to pick up car dealerships. Walk up to your Dodge, your Ford, your Chevy dealership. Hey, can I talk to the manager? Hey, how you doing? My name is Joe, and I do all the power washing here in this area. Here's my information, man. You've got a lot of mold on your walkways there. I can take care of that for you. And yeah, lickety split. Here's my card. Call me when you need me. Bam. You just do it just like that. It's that simple. Just get out there. Again, guys, the bare bones of selling, it's just talking to people. That's all it is. Number 2 on my list, okay? Again, you are self-diagnosing your business, okay? And so you don't really understand or you know what's going on and how to fix it. Well, it could be this right here, that you're simply, number 2 on my list, attracting the wrong customer. So here's the deal. This is something that really hits me hard because I would say when I started my business, this is one of the things that was happening to me that frustrated me a lot. And I'm going to show you what this looks like. So when like my first couple of years, I was charging $200 a house wash, and it didn't really matter the size. I didn't even really understand all of that. So I just charged $200. Somebody would call me, oh, how much you charge for a house wash? $200. We would go out there, or I would go out there and do it. And what I noticed is I would get really, really crappy customers all the time. Is this something that's happening to you guys? Where, you know, you do a job and the customer's always unhappy. They're always bitching about everything. And if they don't do it in that moment, they call you a day later and you're going back 2, 3 times. And it just, man, it's no fun at all dealing with people like this. You're constantly having to deal with bottom of the barrel type of customers. So when you see that this is happening to your business, this is absolutely one of the easiest things to fix in your business, guys. And it's this. It's simply raise your pricing. You're charging too low. So we're talking about a poor pricing issue. Guys, when I went up in my pricing, let me tell you the story of how it happened. So one day I get out there, $200, I go do this house, and the guy, at the end, you ever had a customer run their finger through the siding? Like, wow, man, get out of here with that. And he's like, oh, and it was oxidation on his finger. It wasn't even dirt or anything. He's like, oh, it's still dirty. And he's just complaining about the windows and this and that. And I was there for another 30 minutes redoing a lot of the wash. And then the next day he called me, hey, my windows still don't look right. Hey, this, hey, that. I ended up going to his house 3, 4 times. Still unhappy. Ended up giving him his money back, guys. His money back. So I didn't even get paid for the job. And I was there total of like over 3, 4 hours. If this is something that's happening to you, you need to raise your pricing, because here's the deal. When I reflected upon that, what I realized was when that customer first called me, that's all he did was complain about the price. Because I originally had charged him $250, but then he was like, oh, I'm on a budget. I'm retired. Can you do a better deal for me? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I'll tell my neighbors about you. Blah, blah, blah. Just complaining, right? So I lowered my price for him, and look where that got me. Nowhere. So I thought about it, and I said to myself, how could I have avoided this situation so I can avoid this situation in the future? I don't want this to ever happen to me again. So I thought about it, and I was like, man, if I would have charged this guy correctly for that job, it would have been a $400 job. And guess what, guys? That guy, he wouldn't have gone with me. He would have moved on to somebody else. He would have called for a price. He would have been like, $400. Nah, I'm going to call around. And then he would have gone with the low baller guy. Guys, it's something magical that happens when you raise your pricing. So does the quality of the customer that you get rises up with your pricing. I'll give you guys another great example. There's a customer that I do every year. I just did it again in June for the 7th time. So we got this customer right around. So all of this pricing change for me, in a transition between year 5 and 6, like year 5 is really when I started to figure all of this stuff out. So I went to go do a house, and we charged this guy $17.99. And to this day, 7 years later, we're still doing his house and we charge him $17.99. I don't know anything about the guy. I don't know where he, what he does for a living. I don't know his name. I don't know anything. It's all, it's all done through the office. But here's my point. We charge him $17.99. He lives somewhere in Connecticut. That's all I know. It's a summer home right on the water. And every year when he brings his family down for 6 weeks for vacation, first thing he does is call Mr. Bubbles. We go out there to clean. The guy never does a walk around of any kind. He just opens the door at the end. Thank you, Mr. Bubbles. See you next year. Hands me a check for $17.99. Guys, his house never takes me more than an hour and a half to do because I do it every single year. And all it is just, it's actually a hardy board house, but it's always clean because I do it every year. And then there's a small deck, a plastic deck, a composite deck. And so my point here being that, clients like that, I wasn't getting clients like that in year 1, year 2, year 3, because I didn't understand that clients like that, your creme de la creme, your really good customers, the customer that you need, that you want, that customer that's going to help you grow your business, he's not going to hire a $200, $300 guy because he understands that in America, you pay what you get for. One of my favorite sayings on the channel is, skilled labor ain't cheap and cheap labor ain't skilled. Let me repeat that. Skilled labor ain't cheap and cheap labor ain't skilled. So make sure you guys raise your pricing because if that's happening to you, it's definitely, if you're getting that low baller, that bottom of the barrel sort of customer, it's because your pricing is too low. Now, before we move on to number 3, guys, I wanted to talk to you real quick about my business in a box. Guys, quick announcement. I've created a digital product called Mr. Bubbles Business in a Box. Check this out. Okay, so the Mr. Bubbles Business in a Box is actually a thumb drive that we're going to send to you guys to your physical address. And when you get this thumb drive, you're going to see a folder that's called Box in it. And then when you open it, you're going to see all of these files right here, guys, all of these folders. And guys, this thing has over 500 files, anything and everything I've ever created from my business. So all of the blueprints, training modules, documents, all of the things that you guys constantly email me about, your pricing PDF, your for example, your marketing blueprints, anything that you could need for your business is in here. That's why we call it a business in a box. One of the things that I really like about this is, guys, check out all of these pictures. So you have a total of 300 before and after pictures that you guys can add to your website and your Facebook and your Google My Business. And check this out. So there's a folder called Google SEO. And the pictures already have the SEO words in them. And this one photo right here has over 300. This specific folder has 190 pictures, but all in all, it's over 300 pictures. Look at some of these pictures, guys. Amazing before and afters pictures for you guys to be able to add to all of your social medias and whatnot. This is going to help you get a lot of customers. And of course, your edible postcards are on here. And then finally, you got training videos on here as well, guys. Like, for example, the video on how to optimize your Google My Business, the Mr. Bubbles. You got several videos. So they're like training modules. You got all the PDFs. The bottom line, guys, is this. This is going to help you with your business. So don't miss out. Make sure that you email us so you can get your business in a box today. In order to get your business in a box, you just got to hit the link in the description of this video. And I say this all the time on the channel, guys. The more you know, the more you grow. That's how come I decided to create this business in a box, because it has everything in there you need to be able to grow your business. And I really, really believe that this is going to be a game changer for you. Guys, you do not want to miss out on this one. All right, so moving right along, number 3 on our list is lack of systems. So here's the deal. If your company is like a roller coaster financially, roller coaster in terms of how many customers you get, One week you have 10 customers, next week you have 2, the following week you have 25, then you have 1. If this is happening to you, very likely it's because you have a lack of systems in your company, meaning you are doing things any kind of which way. That is not how you grow a successful business of any kind, not just a pressure washing business, but of any kind. So I recently saw this post on Facebook where a guy posted a picture. Imagine this, a picture of like a driveway, like a before and after. And the after picture had a bunch of lines on it. And the guy's like, I don't know what I did wrong. Can you guys help me out? And there was 29 comments below, guys. And I already knew what it was going to say. All of them were like, all of them were saying pretty much the same thing. It was like pre-tree, post-tree, pre-tree, post-tree, post-tree, pre-tree. And the point here being is you need to have a system for how you do a driveway. You need to have a system for how you do a house. I'm going to give you guys some homework here. Right after you watch this video, go back into my library. I have an episode there, 108. Search this one out. This is where I break down for you the Mr. Bubbles house washing system. There's actually, for you guys that have already seen that episode, there's 8 things on there that I do at every single one of my houses. Number 1 on that list is I connect to water supply. Can't do anything without water. And the very last thing I do is I ask for a Google review, and I do this at every single job. If you guys saw the previous video to this one, you saw there me interacting with the customer, asking for the Google review. That's step number 8. So what happens when you create a system and you're working that system is you basically reach a certain level of quality where every single place you go to, you're doing the same thing over and over. It doesn't matter if it's a stucco house, if it's a dirty house, it's a clean house, tall house. It does not matter. You're always going to do things the same exact way. Therefore, your result is going to be the same. So you need to create systems for how you do your equipment maintenance, how you do your marketing, how you talk to your customers, how you onboard a customer, how you pick up the phone. You got to have a pitch you say to people. Everything's got to be systematic. So if your business is not running right, it's probably because you have a lack of systems. Number 4 on my list is this. Simplify to qualify. Let me explain. If you want to qualify to make a lot of money in a pressure washing business, you need to simplify your business, okay? And what I see a lot, as you guys well know, I coach a lot of guys in the industry, and I network with a lot of you guys through social media, and I see this over and over and over and over again. You guys are running complex systems, and you're trying to do too much. Like, I recently saw a post where a guy posted like a picture of his rig. I mean, wow, guys. I mean, this guy's rig, it looked like something that was built by NASA. I'm not even joking. I mean, it had things on there that I've never even seen before. Okay. And I'm like, he said on there that he paid, I think he said $38,000 for this super awesome rig, new guy. Never done a job before. Like, what are you going to do? Like, what are you doing with the $38,000 rig? You're going to do 1 or 2 jobs a week. Like, what do you need fancy gizmos for? What do you need the clicker to turn the soap on? Like, what do you need that for? Wait until you have 4 or 5 jobs a day before you grow your equipment. I say this all the time. Grow your business before you grow your equipment, right? You guys need to make sure that your rig system isn't too complex. You guys that watch my 2 builds series, my trailer build and my truck build, it's simple, guys. It's got a machine, a water tank, a buffer tank, a couple hose reels. That's it. Very simple system is going to lead to awesome results out in the field. And then the other thing about simplifying is you guys are trying to do too much when it comes to services. Guys, stick to 1 or 2, maybe 3 services and call it a day. Like, be the expert at something. The world is trending towards that, guys. Like, you guys, a lot of you guys have this sort of mentality, and it's wrong, by the way, where you think, oh, if I do all of these things, I'm going to pick up more customers. That's not how any of this works. Customers want a specialist. They want an expert, a professional. So, like, be the guy that's awesome at washing houses. and doing concrete work. If you guys really want to jumpstart your company and let's say you're new to the industry, which by the way, most of you guys are, like go out there to a nice neighborhood and do your first 10 jobs for free. This is like a defibrillator to the heart. The doctor does like that, and it shocks the heart. You're shocking your business right into existence when you're doing that. Because if you go out there and you say to the customer, hey, I'm going to do your house for free. In exchange, I just want you to recommend me to your friends and neighbors and also help me out with a Google review. You do this with 10 people. Those 10 people are going to lead you to 10 new people. And those 10 people are going to lead you to 10 more people and 10 more people. And then before you know it, you're doing 50 to 75 jobs a month. That's how this works. Make sure that you guys keep it simple. Keep it very simple and grow from there. You guys, I don't know if you've ever played darts. I'm pretty sure all of us have played darts one time or another in our life. And you know how you have that bullseye, right? And then you got those rippled rings. You got rings all the way out to, the ones on the outer part are the big rings. Well, so you want to start your business here, right? And you want to master that. So like here is like house washing. And then next ring is concrete cleaning, right? Next ring is soft washing. Next ring is rust removal. Next ring is solar panel cleaning. Next ring is gutter cleaning. And the list goes on, but you want to master. Be awesome at house washing first. And then you grow, and then you grow, and then you grow, and then you grow, and then you grow. That's how you want to do it. Keep it simple, guys. If you look at your business right now, okay, I want you to do this thought exercise with me. If your business is not how you want it, it's not running properly right now, think of these 4 things that we talked about. Self-development, attracting the wrong customers, lack of systems, and simplify to qualify. I guarantee you, there's all 4 of these things, or maybe one of these things is out of whack. So make sure that you guys fix these 4 things first, because if these 4 things are good, then you can go, okay, no, I got all 4 of those things. Then you can start to research what other things you need. And it might be things like networking and so forth. So there you have it, guys. I wanted to give you this information because, again, everything that I tell you is things that I did myself. Like I went through this same process. Guys, guess what? I was terrible at all of these things. And then over time, of course, I've been doing this for quite a while. Over time, I went getting better and better and better. As I say all the time on the channel, it's like my favorite saying. In the pressure washing business, the more you know, the more you'll grow. And that's all I got for you guys today. I really appreciate you coming to my channel and watching this how to build your pressure washing business video. Highly, highly recommend you guys watch the next one as well. Guys, in the very, very next episode, we're going to be going out in the field again. We're doing a driveway cleaning together. And so I love doing field videos with you guys because, it gives you guys like a jumping off point for you guys to copy exactly how I do things. So I highly recommend you watch the next one. And then as always, I mention this in all of my videos, I have an open door policy when it comes to you guys, to our community that we're building here. If you have any questions, you go ahead and email me. We talked about a couple important things here on this episode. Like for example, your pricing, make sure you email me. I will send you back our pricing PDF for new people. This is going to help you to make sure you're not goofing up in your pricing because it can lead to a lot of negative things in your business. So again, guys, I'm part of your network. You guys are part of my network. And, that's the purpose of this channel, is to help you grow. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bubbles out.